I don't like to follow these sort of things. Good afternoon, my name is Natasha. When I last stood in this spot, I shared someone else's story. Today, I stand here in order to share mine. The title of today's event, I Too Am America, speaks to me. It speaks to me of Langston Hughes. It speaks to me of recent media images where the American flag faced off against the Black Lives Matter flag. It speaks to me of Kaepernick kneeling during the national anthem and being pushed out of American football. It speaks to me of two black brothers raising their fists on the Olympic podiums, only to be stripped of their American Olympian status when they returned home. Today I want to talk about why it speaks to me on a personal level. I am adopted. I was adopted by a white couple who, to be honest, were probably the most woke white folks who could have possibly adopted me. They shared experiences of activism that helped shape who I am as a Black woman today. I am also a Vermonter. I was raised here, my family is here, my friends are here, and here is where I come back to recenter myself and feel at peace. I am a Black Vermonter. That is my cultural identity. But over the years, that identity has evolved. When I look back at my years in Vermont as a child and teenager, I think about the ease and safety with which I existed as a Black Vermonter. As an adult who has returned to Vermont, as a mother, as a wife, I can reflect back and see that the ease with which I existed was a mirage. You see, I am light-skinned. I have good hair. I can pass, and I can code switch. And so the ease with which I existed was really assimilation. And I see that now. What I also see is that though I always identified as a Black woman, that Blackness was defined by who I was talking to and what situation I was in. My Blackness, you see, has shades, and my assimilation allowed me to lighten those shades as appropriate. But why was it appropriate? Because it made the white people I was around feel more comfortable, put them at ease? Well, as you can see from my shirt, I've become unapologetically Black. That's correct. I am blackety black black. I will not tone down my Blackness to a shade that is comfortable for you. If I did, what kind of example am I setting for my children? That they should dim their Black shine for someone else's comfort? That my husband's glistening Black skin is something to be ashamed of? That my daughter has worth only because she has good hair? That my son may not be a threat because he's caramel complected instead of ebony like his father? What good am I as a wife, as a mother, as me, if I allow other people to define my Blackness? If I allow someone else to write my narrative? My existence in Vermont is no longer a mirage, and the last few months have brought all the murkiness to the top of the clear water from which I used to drink. Vermont has been marred for me. Do I still love Vermont? Am I still a Vermonter? Yes, and I always will be. But my hope is that eventually I will exist in Vermont carefree like I used to be, that I will be not accepted for my Blackness, but embraced for it. When I look around and see all of these beautiful young Black women and men standing here, I realize that they are so much more aware than I was because they recognize the mirage. And when they are erased from the picture, when their narrative is rewritten to suit someone else's story, they don't allow it. They show up and they speak up and they stand up. Today's rally is entitled, I Too Am America. Well, I too am Vermont, and I will continue to speak and educate and agitate and organize in order for all of these amazing young women and men, and my amazing, beautiful Black babies, to be seen as both Vermonters and American. Our existence is not a threat to you, your state, or your country. So don't let our state or our country be a threat to us. Because as Langston said, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed, because I too am America.